Welcome into the Smoky Vale. I'm Rick, and this is the Smoky Vale YouTube channel. If you've never been here before, I review pipe tobacco, talk about pretty much everything that is tobacco, and show off a lot of really cool pipes here. I also have a online pipe tobacco website. It's smokyvalepipetobacco.com. Please check it out if you haven't. And if you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and smash that bell icon so you know when I post more awesome content like this. Now, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. We got some new blends coming out. We've got new pipes to show you. I've got a couple new tins that we're going to be trying here over the next few videos. And just some, fun comments from some of my fans and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if any of that sounds good to you, then yeah, come on in, sit on down, grab yourself something to drink, maybe something to smoke, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so as I started this video, I was actually mid-smoke here. I just blended up some more Luau. It seems like you guys are really enjoying that. Guys, if you like any of my blends or any of the stuff you buy on my site, you can, when you go to the website, you can log in and leave any reviews, a star rating, to help provide feedback, not just to me. It's cool to see that stuff, but it's really for others who visit the site to, help other pipe smokers or maybe cigar smokers getting into the pipe smoking world have a better idea of what these different blends consist of and what the experiences are like. So yeah, so please do that if you haven't checked that out. Some of you will leave a Google review. That is very much appreciated as well, because it helps small businesses like mine get more visibility in Google search engine result pages. So thank you guys for checking that out. If you have not, definitely hit up the website. So today I wanted to start the video out with a really nice email I received from one of my customers, a fellow smoker, Donald. You know who you are. But I'm just gonna read the email here. He talks about receiving his order, and he has a few things that he'd like to say. He says, "I'm impressed with your order packaging department. This was the best packed order I've received. It was packed with apparent care of the items sent. It may even have gone a little overboard. The bags you use for your tobacco are the highest mill rating I've seen used by a supplier. The bubble wrap around the tobacco tins is a nice touch. I've ordered 8-ounce tins from Pipes and Cigars that arrived broken, open from the carrier, but there is no such thing as overcare or pride in the work you do. Thank you. The Molina pipe I received is beautiful. It's such a deep blue that I thought it was black. And you protected it superbly in shipping. All I can say, Smoky, is thank you for the job you and your company perform. Everyone there deserves a good, relaxing smoke themselves." And then he signs it. So very cool. Thank you, Donald. I really do appreciate that. And I've gotten many other remarks, whether they're over the phone or in emails, or like I said, in the very nice Google comments that have been left for the company. Very much appreciated. So it's, we do love to hear feedback, whatever it might be. We're always trying to better ourselves and our product and what we provide here at Smoky Vale Pipe Tobacco. So yeah, that's love to hear it. And even the Viking Piper has commented on how maybe it would go a little bit overboard, but honestly, I want the stuff to arrive in one piece and in great condition, just like it left my shop. So sometimes you put a little bit of extra care, a little extra bubble wrap in there, and then call it a day. But no, I love to hear that. So yeah, so definitely if you have not tried to order anything from me yet, and if you are in a location that I can ship to, because there's a handful of states in the U.S. I can't ship to, and I do not ship outside of the United States. I'm sorry, but after researching in locations like Mexico and Canada and Italy and the South Pacific and Australia, like, I'm sorry, but it just seems that many of you guys, not many of you, I don't think most of you are in those locations, but for those of you who are, you kind of just live in places that either have way too high of taxation, over-regulation, or just complete bans on the shipment of tobacco, and, duties fees. And I'm not messing with it. So, it sucks, but it is what it is. Maybe in the future that changes. I don't know, but shipping's already expensive enough. But the idea for me shipping a very small amount on a vessel line just so I can get it through customs in certain locations, like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's insane. So anyway, little bit of bad news, I suppose, for a handful of you guys. But yeah, just keep that in mind. If you're not in the U.S. and you're not in the states, that I do allow shipping. Which, if you're wondering where I ship to, you can go to SmokyValePipeTobacco.com, go to the bottom of the page, and there is shipping info in there. You can click on that, and it'll literally tell you, here's where I do not ship. So check that out. But yeah, for everybody who can purchase from me, legally, 21 years or older, again, I have plenty of regulations I have to deal with. It sucks, but it is what it is. Please check out the site, SmokyValePipeTobacco.com, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can reach me at support@Smoky Vale. That's SMOKYVALEPIPETOBACCO.com. SmokyValePipeTobacco.com. So yeah, reach me there. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys send to me. I try to get responses out as fast as I can, but I do run other companies, so bear with me. So yeah, what do we have on tap today? Because once again, I'm kind of laying out a week's worth of content. My time presently is very compressed, so I am doing whatever I can when I can. I'm going to start by presenting a couple pipes today, and then in the next video I'm going to do a few more pipes, and then after that I have some really fantastic tins, which, let me just say, guys, I've been waiting forever to get these in stock, but Seattle Pipe Club Plum Pudding. Now, this is the special reserve, and by the way, I love the gold flake or whatever that kind of shine is that they did to the tin, those little details. It's actually quite a beautiful tin of tobacco. But this stuff is absolutely amazing. Now, I've had the original, like the non-reserve stuff, because the plum pudding recipe comes in 3 different variants. Same with the Mississippi River, which I also have in reserve. Now, I get that these are a little bit more expensive. I believe they're around $27 on my site. But you can probably find a coupon code out there. In fact, code Viking or whatever. Go to the Viking Piper's channel. He's forever got some kind of coupon code you can get from him for 10% off your next order. So, but yeah, these are a little bit more pricey, but I'll tell you what, the smoking experience on these, yeah, it's delicious. I still like the original blend of the plum pudding. The Mississippi River to me was never amazing. The packaging was kind of cool in that you would get a block of, I want to say it was oak. Literally a piece of like the barrel they aged it in. Neat, but the overall flavor for me, at least when the tin was new, wasn't anything to write home about. Now I will, when I review both of these, I still have some of those original blends in their tins, so I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a side-by-side. But nothing touches this as far as the blends available for the plum pudding. The Special Reserve is just it has such a pop of flavor. And we're gonna go over this in full detail, but just absolutely fantastic. And the Mississippi River, I wasn't a fan of the regular version of this, but the reserve, wow, absolutely impressed by these. And these are, by the way, these are already open because I've tried both of them. Nice plug format there. And man, the aroma on these, the tin note, just fantastic. Both fantastic. I have both listed on the website, but I'm going to be doing reviews of those, so stick around for that. Those will follow the pipe videos. So it might be this weekend or early next week that I release those. All right. Well, as always, I'm going to glove up here, and we're going to get into some more beautiful Molina pipes. Something else I would like to mention, and if you stuck around, congratulations. But something else I'd like to mention is, for all you pipe collectors out there, I realize that a new drop just happened, a new pipe release just happened on smokingpipes.com, which was for the St. Nicholas pipes from Savinelli. Well, those are coming. I am going to have those. I will be carrying them here at smokyvalepipetobacco.com. So if you think you missed out, or if you're waiting to see if I was going to carry them, because, you know, some of you guys just, you know, really like to support small businesses like mine. I do appreciate it. I will be having those in stock. I'm not quite sure when I will be releasing them, but when I do, I will definitely announce it to everybody. And I'll be sending out a newsletter like I like to do, and promote them in there as well. So I will have those. I will also have a handful of the Peterson Pipe of the Year pipes. Just a few of them, but also pretty cool bulldog style pipes. I will have some of those. So stay tuned for those releases, but those are coming. Once I have them in inventory, I will let you guys know. All right, well, let's talk about what I already have in stock. And it was maybe, what, 3 weeks ago, something like that, Molina announced 3 new series of pipes. The Mosaico, the Modena, and don't even remember the last one because it's not in front of me. But there were 3 different new releases, new lines of pipe from Molina. And today we're going to be checking out the Modena Smooth, the Modena Brown Sandblasted, that's the MV3, and the Modena Brown Sandblasted B4. And I'll tell you what, you know, again, I'm kind of a fan of Molina. I think they do a fantastic job keeping with some of those traditional pipe manufacturing methods. Overall, for the quality of pipe you get and for the price you pay, it's really hard to beat Molina pipes. So, the bag you get with it, got my gloves on, and guys, when I first saw these pipes, I will say that this style, it made me think of the Savinelli Miele, whatever how you say that. I think it's Italian for honey. The Miele pipes, just because of that like black and gold honey-like color. I know that's not what like this is. You know, this is not Savinelli, but it reminds me of that look. Obviously, it's way more affordable than those are. Those are kind of a tier up above this, but overall, just a fantastic color. Love the stain, love the wood grain on that pipe. Just all the way around, just a gorgeous color. Really nice and bright and vibrant. I kind of have a tendency towards darker pipes. Everybody kind of has an eye for what they like, right? So, you know, I get that, you know, some of us are just into deeper colors, maybe like a nice blue, or, you know, dark brown, something of that nature. But these pipes really do stand out, and that stem, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Love to see it. Love to see it. And it's got that nice little tapered edge there. So overall, pretty classic style. This is definitely a straight billiard. Pretty good distance from the bowl, so I won't say you'll get, you know, the coolest smoke, but I think that's a pretty solid length. I think it's the way that it's kind of balanced. You're not going to be lunting with this. You're not going to be holding this in your mouth and walking around, you know, without one hand on the bowl there. But overall, again, nice amount of briar. Overall, good thickness around the bowl there. Love to see the detail of that wood grain. And just a fantastic color. It's a pipe that can brighten up your day. You know? It's just nice bright colors. I think. You know. Pretty fantastic. And then you got that Molina stamp on the side there. And that says Modena, made in Italy. Yep. Very cool. And this is the Modena Smooth Natural C853. So the Modena Smooth Natural, again, these are on the website. So they're available now at smokyvalepipetobacco.com. Check them out. Heck yeah. Pretty cool. So that's the first of 3 of these Modena series. So the Modena series all has that style of stem, which is one of the reasons I like them so much. I mean, you know, if you got some really nice briarwood on there and you pair it with just the right stem, it's hard to beat, man. It really is. It's also not to say that there aren't some pipes where honestly the briar is maybe just kind of basic and the stem is the most beautiful thing on that pipe. It happens. I've seen them. But very cool. That is the first of 3 here that I got to show you today. I like doing these little pipe showcases, if you will, just showing off some of these cool pipes. And I try to take a few photos. I try to, you know, I do my best with some of the photos. Sometimes the lighting is iffy, or my iPhone camera, the white balancing gets a little off. You get all the software processing nowadays. Like, man, give me a DSLR. iPhone's still not going to beat a classic Canon DSLR. But hey, I digress. So, here we go. See, again, you get that beautiful stem. That to me is just so cool. If you want to get something that's in the same vein of like that aesthetic, that cool, almost honeycomb-like, with that like black and gold going on, but you don't want to pay for that level like that Miele from Savinelli, this is great. Now you don't get the cool, you know, honey tamper, little honey dipper tamper that come with those, but I mean, isn't that sweet? Now, I'm pretty sure this is sandblasted, just by looking at it. This is, yep, Modena Brown Sandblasted, MV3. So, and then, let's see, does this support a filter? I'm thinking it does not. Nope. The MV3, no filter. That's okay. So, no filter in this guy. The other one, which was the Smooth Natural, you know, it's funny, they didn't put that on there either. Yeah. So, if the pipe supports a filter, guys, I'm pretty good about listing that. I usually have like a little FAQ under my pipes. And if it supports a filter, it'll say on there. Or it'll call it out in the name of the pipe, you know, like 9mm, 6mm, all that jazz. But nice sandblasted design. Love to see it. And my understanding is, in some research, is that sandblasted pipes have actually become more popular than rusticated. That's what I found. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you prefer smooth, sandblasted, or rusticated? What's your style of choice? Why don't you leave that in the comments below? Let me know. Definitely let me know. But again, like, beautiful color, beautiful design. I love that little tapered connector there. Just wonderful. Fantastic sitter. And yeah, you can set this pipe down. Love my sitters. Yeah, get a little versatility in there, a little functionality with your pipe outside of just being a smoking vessel. You know, very cool. Great color. Those stems definitely stand out. And this is a pretty deep bowl. I'd say probably 1.5 inches deep. I love guessing this stuff. Fantastic. Just absolutely gorgeous. I have a few sitters on the site right now. There's a couple I'm trying to get, but yeah, I have a nice variety of smooth, sandblasted. I don't know if I have any rusticated sitters right now, but definitely a few you should check out if you're in the market for a sitter pipe. And a sitter pipe with a filter. Like I said, this one does not offer that. Okay, so we've got one left here to check out in this video. In the next video, I'm going to be doing the Mosaico, and I have a couple of those pipes. Absolutely gorgeous. Here we go. Now this is the Modena Brown Sandblasted B4. Look at that. Huh? Nice bent shape there. There we go. Again, they get that beautiful sandblasted texture all the way around the briar. Absolutely wonder. It's just this nice, like, golden brown color. Rich in texture, warm color. Absolutely gorgeous. You still got a nice amount of briar at the base here. Just this design kind of narrows up at the top, but overall, still a good amount of briar. Beautiful style. You got that Modena down here, Molina brand on there, and just absolutely gorgeous stem. Love how the light shines off of that. Fantastic. Heck yeah. So I've got these in stock. I've got all of these still in stock. Definitely check them out. Check out the photos I got on the site, a little bit more details about each one. But I think Molina did a really good job with these latest release pipes as far as their style. You know, it definitely feels like there's some inspiration in these from some of the other pipe makers, but to have it in all the different form factors they provide and to offer it for, you know, for what you can get these for, it's just really hard to beat. It's really hard to beat. So, some quality briarwood. Check them out, guys. SmokyValePipeTobacco.com. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, man. All right, well, like I said, I'm kind of doing these videos successively. Yeah, I think that's the right word. So stick around. I will be here. The next video will probably drop, if not the day after this one, maybe a day later. So keep an eye out. Like I said, smash that bell icon so you get notified for when I do release these videos. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. This has been fantastic as always. I'm gonna continue smoking my Luau. Which, by the way, I did restock, so I just got more of this in because I literally blended it up in my shop today. So the website will no longer say low stock on this. Tell you what, you guys have been buying this up, that and the PB and jelly, which I've heard some good things about. So yeah, you guys like it. That's going to be a staple house blend for sure. That's not going anywhere. As long as I can get components, it's a fantastic blend. So guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks as always for checking out my videos, and yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, guys. Cheers.